everybody. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a realistic day in my life as a full-time content creator slash influencer. I prefer the term content creator because I feel like rather than influencing people to do things, I like the creative aspect of this job. So in this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my camera equipment, how I edit my videos, and kind of how I run my day-to-day, making my own schedule on my own terms, but also being really real. Let's go! My top and bottom do not match, but that's okay.
I always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch. I'm always pouring out my heart.
Wow, it's
little
so cool.
by little
Okay.
here. 'Cause I give my
Sunblock, I am almost empty.
all. No, little by little, I pour out my
It is now 8:30 and around this time I like to post on my Instagram and TikTok. I actually already have a TikTok saved.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it's gone.
I need to upload it onto Final Cut Pro, stretch it out so that it doesn't have the little markings in the corner.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it's gone.
In terms of the vlogging equipment that I use, I have 3 different cameras, but there's one camera that I use all the time, and it's this Canon G7X. My first camera when I started 6 years ago, and at that time I didn't have any money, so my friend actually charged it on her credit card and I made monthly payments to her. At that time it was about $500. Now it's gone up to $800 for the same exact camera. So this is the Canon M50. It's a mirrorless camera and I do have 2 lenses for it. Then I attach this microphone. This is one of my favorite cameras as well. It's very clear and bright and a lot of vloggers use it, and it has a nice little microphone. I don't like it because it's very shaky though. So even when I turn on the image stabilization, it kind of just shakes around. Tripod, this is for my camera. This is for my phone, and at the bottom you could clip it onto a table. Then I have a regular phone tripod, and then this is my Blue Yeti microphone for all of my voiceovers. But many times when I'm out and about and I don't want to look too suspicious with my camera, I just use my phone, and I have the iPhone 13 Pro. But I would say if you're just starting out, then the Canon G7X is a fantastic camera to go with, and I love that it flips right on top. You want to make sure you're looking at the lens and not at the screen. Basically meet every single week to talk about what collabs have come in, how we're doing so far. Since I've been on YouTube for over 6 years, for 4 of those years I did everything by myself while I was still teaching. I would try to negotiate. They knew I didn't know how much I was worth. So my manager does take 20% of all of my brand deals. So anytime I talk about like this video is sponsored by, he gets 20% of whatever that brand is willing to pay me for. But I always tell him I only want to accept brands that I would actually work with for free. So brands that I would totally use and spend with my own money. You know, how great is that they're willing to pay me to use something I already use or I already want to use. But it's pretty crazy, especially because I know as a teacher how much I was making, and to see my YouTube career surpass that. I got my master's in teaching. I didn't go to school for YouTube. I need to sign on.
How are you, Miss Monet?
Good. I'll do that today. Perfect.
I want to show it in action.
Oh yeah, well that's quite far. Now I am checking my emails and responding to any free related content. If I get free products, then I am not obligated to make any content for them. It's just pretty much me trying it out, posting on my socials if I enjoy it or not. So that's free gifting. But then there are paid sponsorships where the brand will pay me, you know, if you make a 60-second mention, then we'll pay you this amount. But I would say about 60% of my income comes from brand sponsorship. So that is what I use to help pay for our rent, pay for our car, and things like that. Being a full-time content creator has been a really big shift in my stability mindset because I don't get a paycheck every 2 weeks like I used to as a teacher. I get paid kind of sporadically, and every month I don't know how much I'm actually going to make because it just depends on the brand deals and my Google AdSense. So the little YouTube ads that you see that are 5 to 10 seconds, actually I think they're not 15 seconds sometimes. Content creators get paid a few cents from those, but every month it really just depends. So what really helps me is if people watch the video all the way through, if they smash the like button, and then also subscribe so that people can see that I am someone worth watching. So I need to eat something. It is 9:40. favorite. The lame / negative part of social media is comparing. I personally don't go to a lot of influencer events or happenings in Los Angeles, even though I live in LA. I don't feel like I really put myself out there. But again, if I ever saw one of my subscribers or if they came up to me, I will always say hi and take pictures. But of course, some of the thoughts that go inside my head, truly, candidly, is like, maybe I'm not pretty enough or this enough. And I really have to fight those feelings and remind myself that, you know what, I have a great personality. So the biggest collab I've ever turned down was $5,000. They were going to pay me $5,000 for a 60-second mention, like within a video, which is very simple, easy, straightforward. But the brand was TVs and computer screens, and I didn't feel like I really needed it. And I looked at reviews and I didn't feel like they were very good quality. So I didn't want to promote that and talk about it if I wasn't really going to use it in my day-to-day. So I turned it down. I only want to talk about things that I actually would use often. And it's that mental game of, yeah, I have student loan debt to pay off and I want to help my family as much as possible, but also having boundaries of, I gotta stay true to who I am. Last time I didn't wear my helmet because I was just going around my block, but we gotta keep it safe. Today I am riding my bike to go get some lunch, and thank you to 10 Ways for sponsoring this video. I have the CGO 600 Pro in sky blue, and it is a beautiful e-bike. One single charge can go up to 53 miles of assisted riding, so it really makes bike riding a little bit easier. I was really craving poke today because it's a very hot summer day in California, so I rode my bike to go grab some poke. I've ridden my 10 Ways bike for over 2 months now, so if you want one too, then make sure to click my link below. So pretty much after I am done eating, I am going to edit non-stop, and truly making this video has made me realize just how thankful I am that this is a job. Because when I think about a day in the life as a teacher and all the videos I made about that, I was so stressed and so tired, but also filled with a lot of joy knowing I am teaching the next generation how to be good humans. But I think the biggest difference that I see from being a full-time teacher to a full-time content creator is I used to see content creation as my way of being creative and escaping from just this world of teaching, because I was living and breathing teaching constantly. That content creation was my space and a way where I could just create and tell my story. But now that it's a full-time job and all my eggs are in this basket, it becomes a lot more stressful because I'm scared. I'm scared of, what if people stop watching me? What if I don't make enough to pay for our bills? Thankfully I have my husband, but for me, you know, if I want to make more, I just have to work more. But for him, he has a salary, so every month it's the same amount. But sometimes even if I'm working more, it may seem like an endless hamster wheel because there's always more I could be doing, which is cool but also scary. So I think the instability aspect is really difficult, so I have to really root and ground myself spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Gotta take a thumbnail photo. Alright, it is now 1 o'clock. I have 3 hours to edit my video and do some voiceovers on content. At 4 o'clock I am tutoring, so that is kind of when my YouTube hat comes off and my teacher hat comes on. Okay, let's get some light in here. So for my voiceovers, I do have a script right over here, and I usually write my script out first. Then I'll film my content, and then I put it all onto Final Cut Pro, which is what I use to edit my videos. I lay everything out in the order that I want it, and then I'll go through and then I'll just shorten and cut my video. You can see my hand placing the camera down, then I'll just erase that and then erase the end. There is a long lull, then I can just press R for the range and then pull through and then delete things in the middle. But usually I start off by deleting the beginning and the end of each clip. This one seems a bit long. Yeah, it's quite long. So I'm just gonna cut out somewhere in the middle. And usually when I'm talking in my videos, I also will go through and cut out any gaps or any time where I paused for a long time or I made any mistakes. So after I go through and cut everything, then I'll do my voiceover. Good morning, everyone. Let's do a reset routine for when I'm feeling mentally overwhelmed and I need to take a break. Then in terms of my music, I use Epidemic Sound, but I actually already have a folder of my music that I like to use often. You know, music like that. So So one way people can also make money without being a content creator is to be a UGC creator, where you are creating content for the brand and then the brands will use it on their platforms or however they want to use it. So I signed up to be a UGC creator with my friend's agency. So I'm gonna make a reel today about Factor, which is a meal prep company, but I'm not sponsored by them, I'm just making content for them.
In order to stay in shape, we need to make sure that we are eating right, and Factor makes meal prepping really easy. When I meal prep every week, I have to go get my proteins, my vegetables, but Factor makes it simple where they have everything I need.
I got this new air stick that all over my TikTok. So basically you could stick your phone anywhere. It says glass, but on TikTok I've seen people put it on any flat surface. It's not sticky, it's just there's a suction to it. Against this wall. Okay. Oh, perfect. Yeah, literally just stick it on any wall. My phone right here. Look at that. Very cool. And we just take it off. So that is a realistic day in my life as a content creator. It's really not super glamorous or anything like that. Definitely the perks are that I can travel and go places based on my own schedule, but I do have a lot of work to do and pretty much I'm home a lot. But I also need to schedule my work, otherwise I would never get my work done. Cons is the instability of income. No matter what I do, no matter how much I make, I always think this could be temporary and I don't know how long it'll go. Of course, going to be thankful and happy for it, but also need to prepare for the future of knowing I don't know. And just because I make a certain amount one month does not mean I'll make that same amount the next month. That's a little scary unless I'm BTS. But I hope this gives you a real glimpse into this life. Truly, I am just trying to be very real. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. It would help me so much as a creator. I'll see you later.